Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Infused Transitions. I am so glad that you are here with us today. If you're new, thank you for stopping by. We hope that you enjoy this reading and that you enjoy our channel and that you become a part of our community. For those of you who are returning, thank you guys so much for your constant continued support. It is greatly appreciated. And for those of you who give those thumbs up, I cannot say thank you enough for you guys. Those are really important, and I just really appreciate it. So guys, for all of you, especially those for you that are new, if you're wondering more about how I read, you can check that information in the description box below. I am an intuitive reader, and again, if you want to know what that means, you can look in the description box below. And yes, if any of you are wanting to know more about me or how I work, in addition to doing readings, you can look at my website, which is infusedtransitions.com. I am a multi-dimensional ascension coach, and there are services listed on there. So without further ado, we're going to jump in. Always only take what resonates, guys, and leave the rest. These are the decks that I was led to utilize for today. We'll see if these all get used. None of them get used. Some get used, and you know, we may have other decks that will come in as well. All right. So I took the cards out of the boxes, and we are going to get going. As you guys know, for those of you who are returning, I shuffle before I put cards away. I shuffle when I take them out of the box, and I shuffle when I'm here on camera, just so that you guys can see that things have been shuffled. That's just how I do it. And I say that only because there are sometimes I forget to shuffle before I start pulling cards. And, you know, just so that you know, things have been shuffled up. All right. Okay. Let's see, what messages do we have for our community for today, Infused Transitions? Thank you. The void. We have the void, the dark moon, the void. So the interesting thing about the void, so yeah, peace. So I find this really telling of what I was just going to say, because, oh no, it's not it, but it makes sense. That's why they told me to look. Self-reflection is on the bottom of the deck. And yeah, okay. So when we're in the void, right, this dark night of the soul, this is, you know, some people will say it's when we're going into the hermit cave. There's been something or some things that have happened that we're going through some challenging times, and it requires us some, it can be solitude, it can be reflecting, it can be trying to find our peace. And at the same time, we're like, well, how am I supposed to find that peace when I'm hearing this, you know, blah, blah, blah. And there's all this dialogue that we have with it, right? But also the void is about resting, which we see here. She's just laying down. I don't know if you can see that very well, but let me try it that way. Is that better? You know, she's just laying down, and she's not fighting the void. She is in the void and letting herself in the void be and do whatever is to be done. And a part of that is, it is resting, it is healing, it is being in that pause state, so to speak. Peace can be found in the void through self-reflection. So again, here we have peace. We see she's got her eyes closed. You could say she's meditating, could be she's visualizing, but it looks like she's meditating. She is in the lotus position. She is, you know, looks like she's meditating. And in this meditation, you can be doing meditate. There's thousands of ways to meditate. There's no right or wrong way to meditate. You can be doing where you're trying to do just the clear your mind and just be in the space. You can do visualizations of some kind. You can focus on breathing. There's so many different things that you can do with meditation. One of those that you can do in the void is doing this self-reflection. So in self-reflection, and this can lead us to these new beginnings, right? But in self-reflection, it's not about beating ourselves up. It's not about trying to make out or figure out or, demand that, what makes this wrong? How did I get here? Well, it's not my fault. It's about embracing who you are, learning from mistakes you've made. And though I don't believe it does good to sit and go over the past again and again and again and again, doing a review is very different. And, I think that's one of the reasons why I liked and like coaching far better than counseling, because it's more about, okay, well, let's touch on the past so we can understand how I got here. And those tidbits of, oh, I see now, it's because I was holding this belief, and this belief then had me perceiving this, and then so therefore I took this action, and this allowed blah blah blah, and this is how I so right. And it's these pinpointed things that would do well to work on shifting and transforming, transitioning to something aligned, so that we can then, okay, so then now let's clear out all the charges and the trauma and the drama and everything, right? And then bring in, new, aligned, balanced, harmonious, true, accurate, beliefs, understandings, etc. And find that inner peace, right? And we do that through that self-reflection. And that's going to be what helps us utilize the time in the void in a beautiful way. Processing basically is all right. What else do we have? Thank you. Nothing will come of this situation. Void, of course, moon. Look at that. So you've got two of these for about the void. Nothing will come from this situation. So some of you could be facing this challenge of, okay, I'm in this space trying to hang on to something that's not working. I want to make sure that nothing flipped, because I thought a card flipped, but I guess not. Trying to hang on to something that's just not working. Trying to hang on to it for whatever reason. It's not aligned. It's not aligned, or it's not aligned anymore, whichever the case may be. But they're telling you that nothing's going to come of that situation. Nothing positive that you're going to want is going to come from that situation, which is why it's important to allow yourself to go through the process, right? Because the more we fight it, the longer we're stuck. Well, that's too much. Okay. I understand. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have reflect on your priorities. Oh my goodness, you guys. And see the bigger picture. Reflect on your priorities and see the bigger picture. Okay. But before that, we had new moon in Cancer, and we have relax. Relax. Remember I talked about when we fight this, we end up actually just staying in it longer versus if we relax into it, be in the flow, come together with the void and say, okay, what can I learn in this space? What can I heal in this space? And allow yourself this time to rest. Because whatever put you in the void can be very taxing and exhausting. And any other words like those that, describe it, right? And that can be mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, whatever. But it is important to relax and get that rest. Believe in your good luck. First quarter moon in Sagittarius. Believe in your good luck. Now, when I read that card, if you were someone who went, yeah, right, what good luck? And, things along those lines, that right there is a belief. Whatever words came out of your mouth or that you thought that went along with that scoff, that's that if it's one, or those if it's multiple things, those are beliefs. And clearly it just does not want to sit there. And clearly those are beliefs that are just, that they're not serving you, because they played a role in you getting into this into the void in the first place. Does that make sense? Sorry, that's driving me crazy here. I gotta get that fixed. Which again, relax in that instead of fighting the void, which is just going to keep us stuck longer. Breathe, relax, find your center, find your grounding, get connected, right? And there is good luck to be had. Otherwise, they wouldn't be showing this to us. But if this is playing a role in this, right? I mean, there's a big difference between when we believe we have good luck and when we don't, right? Because there's a lot of times, and I'm not saying this is across the board for everybody, but there's a lot of times that if we don't believe we have good luck, or we don't believe in luck, or, whatever your variation of those are, right? Then we can just go, well, there's no point in going and doing A, B, or C because this never works out, or because that's ever going to happen, or whatever is the dialogue that you're having with yourself around any of that. And therefore, then we don't take that action or actions, or we don't take those actions because we just don't believe anything's going to come of it, or nothing good is what I just heard someone saying. So again, if that's you, then those are beliefs, and those are beliefs that, are just not aligned. They're just not serving you. They're not aligned with you, with your true soul self. And so then we have trust the universe. That's the first quarter moon in Aquarius. We have trust the universe. And again, whatever are the thoughts that come to mind when you see and hear and read these, it's like those are clues for you as to where you are in your alignment, in your thought process, in your actions, in your beliefs, right? Because again, if it was, right, what has the universe ever done for me? Or since when is it, whatever your dialogue is, those are clues as to what may do well for you to transition. But it takes that reflection. It takes that reflection. It takes that reflection for us to be able to find, okay, and pay attention to what is it that you say, what comes out of your mouth, what are your thoughts, and that's a really good place to start. Yeah, see, so it's full moon in Libra. It's about finding a balance. And I would even say for some, there's this possibility maybe of some justice happening, like as an undertone. It's not the main thing. So for some of you, maybe you're going through some sort of a legal thing, but others, it's a finding your justice in this void area, meaning finding that balance, finding that, righting that wrong, righting, and I don't mean wrong as in black and white, right and wrong, but wrong as in whatever that means in this situation. And then we have new moon in Libra. Know you are loved. Know you are loved. And in any card, in any time of any reading I do, it is really, I feel it's really important to look at, again, what are those first thoughts when somebody says this? What are those first body language expressions? You know, what is it that you feel, and where do you feel it when you hear these different things? Because all of those are clues. It's a lot in how I work with people as well, because if we have lower vibing beliefs, perceptions, emotions that we carry, trapped emotions, emotions we refuse to let go of, forgiveness of whether it's ourself or for a situation or whatever, and we refuse to give it, right? Well, then that's just energy that we're hanging on to that is just not serving us. And forgiveness to me does not mean that you have to let someone or something back into your life. It doesn't mean you have to stay. It doesn't mean this. It just means you're letting go of that trauma, drama. You're letting go of all the non-serving, low-vibing garbage that was created from that. And you're forgiving yourself for whatever you are blaming yourself for in all of that. I hope that makes sense. So again, then we have, you know, reflecting on your priorities, right? So, and again, that's part of the process, right? You know, I would say the first part is about this, you know, resting, healing, doing your self-reflection work, learning to shift your things around, learning to relax, and really do a lot of self-love, self-care, self-pampering in this time. And when we are feeling better and we've gone through the you know, that first part, that trying to get to that place in space, right? We will notice that then we'll start to shift our perspective, or shift our focus from where we were over here to, okay, I've made a lot of progress. I'm starting to feel better than I have ever felt, or, you know, and a better can mean, yeah, it can mean you're happy. It can mean this and that, but it can also talk about feeling better as in, I feel more aligned with who I truly am. I feel more like the real me, that maybe I've never met before, you know, or that maybe I lost touch with, or whatever the case may be for you. And then it's like, okay, so now that I'm in this, I can accept in knowing that I'm loved, right? Even if you feel that there's no one around you that truly loves you in a human physical sense, there is still love for you in other forms, you know? So, but yes, once you get into this over here, it's knowing that you're loved, reflecting on your priorities of, you know, okay, so now that I have this new alignment, and now that I've worked on healing my beliefs and this, that, and the other, and shifting my beliefs and shifting my energy, now let me reflect on my priorities. Where would be a good place for me to go? You know, what is important to me now? Because that typically tends to change a little bit as we go through our process. And then seeing the bigger picture, right? And this one for me is it's about having your priorities. It's about seeing that bigger picture, yes, but it's also about not being so focused on the big picture that we forget that there are steps to get and fulfill the big picture. You know what I mean? Like, we can get so wrapped up in that then we want to just go to Z and skip everything else, and that doesn't really work. A new romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra. Now, with that, I would say, before jumping into anything new, it's important to do our work. Because, and I say that because there's a lot of times that, you know, it can be a cycle and or just a one-time thing, but there can be this mistake that, oh, I'm fine. I've processed everything over there. That's done. Okay, I'm in love. And here I am. I'm doing this whole new relationship and everything is great until the honeymoon phase is over. And now it's real life. And now I've got all of this, you know, well, I'm automatically assuming this person, this action meant this. And this is what they felt and thought behind it, because that's actually baggage from the past. Right. And so it is important. There's nothing wrong with having new relationships, but it's doing it in the timing and in the way that is healthy and aligned for you. Okay, let's get out. I was going to say one more, but okay. Have faith in your dreams. Have faith in your dreams. And I will say with this, it is important for us to not give up our dreams for love relationships. Meaning, if someone is expecting us to give up our dream so that they can have their dream, or just because they don't want you to have a dream, that should be red flags there for you. That should be signs for you that maybe this relationship isn't the relationship for me. I want someone who is, you know, growing, continuing to grow and expand in their own right, and that they honor themselves in that, but they also honor me in myself doing that for myself, right? The two-way street. And then we have the first quarter. Oh, I'm sorry. That was the waxing crescent moon. In the have faith in your dreams. And then we have your commitment is being tested, first quarter moon. So, you know, there may be some bumpiness along the way. And I would say communication is going to be extremely important in any relationship at all times, whether it's new, ending, whatever. Communication is important. And you can only do what is your part to do, right? We can only communicate. And if the other person's not going to, then that right there is telling you that's not a very healthy relationship. It's not a two-way flowing give and take equality, so to speak. A win-win outcome is forecast, and we have full moon in Libra again with Libra. Yeah, we have Libra. Yeah. Libra, Aquarius, and Sagittarius are the ones that we have out here. Let's see. I don't know what this one is. I'm, you know, it's not my forte. But anyways, guys, this is what I have for you. A win-win outcome. And again, I just said, you know, it's that we want balance. We want balanced relationship with ourselves. We want a balanced relationship with those around us. And if it, you know, if it's new or old or somewhere in between of a relationship, we want balance. And, trying to operate outside of that balance just is going to end up not working in one way or another. But yes, I do feel doing the work is going to be really important. It's a part of the process, and it is going to help you to find your balance, and it is going to help you to, you know, get your priorities, how you feel you want them now that you're in this new space, and helping you to see that bigger picture and then create, okay, these are my steps to get this bigger picture to take place. And in the midst of doing that, once we're on our feet, right? Once we're on our feet and we're in a healthier space, we're more aligned with ourselves and our vibration is up. This is when this new romantic cycle can begin. There may be other people coming in throughout your process, but it is about knowing yourself and knowing where you are and paying attention to any messages, any flags that get put up. along the way for others coming in and out of your life, your path, your journey, however you want to say that. But we do see that things could come out very, very well as long as you're, you know, doing your work and you're taking care of you and in an aligned, high vibrational way. Okay, guys, until next time, thanks for being here. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, notification bell, and share. Each and every one of those do help our channel. They help me, but more importantly, they help us to get these messages out to others that could possibly help. Until next time, guys, bye.